What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got another super sick video for you guys, a highly requested video, how to sound and produce like Bad Omens. Before we get into the video, please make sure to ring that bell, subscribe, and please like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Again, per usual, you guys know the drill. I do all this stuff off the cuff, all organic, but I want to throw a disclaimer in here. Bad Omens is a very vocally driven band, so doing this video was a lot harder than most bands because there's so much sound production that lifts the canvas for the vocalist, and I think a lot of people don't really realize what's going on there because they're really paying attention to the vocals psychologically. So since I don't have vocals on this, I really got to just go ham with all of the production. Some cool things to note about this video: I do a lot of really cool automation stuff. This is definitely my most post-production heavy video that I've done in terms of effects and whatnot. Feel free to take notes or copy any of the things that I'm doing. Hopefully it helps. If it doesn't, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. That being said, I have been paying attention to my comments, and I know you guys are looking for a drum mixing video. I have been filming a drum mixing course now for about 2 weeks. If you go to my website and sign up for the newsletter, dustybowls.com, you will be notified when that drum mixing course drops. And it's going to have everything that you're looking for, from routing to mixing to samples, everything. So without further ado, check out my Bad Omens type track, and then make sure to stay tuned for the tutorial where I show you how I wrote and produced this track from start to finish. Enjoy. I have my grid here set to 183. I always like doing things a little bit different, so I don't just want to set it to 180 or 185. So I chose a 183. Right in the middle. So yeah, I'm just going to start riffing. I've got my BC Rich here with Fishman influences, and yeah, I'm just gonna start riffing with the click.
something along those lines is, Bad Omens, they like doing a lot of the typical modern metalcore 13, 12, all that stuff. I mean, a lot of your more modern metalcore bands really utilize these frets up here. I mean, those just sound good, and it's an easy transition, and it's a really easy way to have a main riff, so the chorus can really be open, like. And then you can kind of get back to a main riff, like. I like the riff that I was jamming. I think that's pretty cool. So, I'm just going to keep elaborating on that riff and try to figure it out and get it like pretty dialed in. I like going back to that one. I like going back to the one right there on the. I'm going to program some drums. All right, guys, we got our drums programmed here. Let's check it out. Cool, I like this riff, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down the demo really quick. Okay, we got our demo riff tracked. Let's just check it out. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty melodic yet heavy Bad Omens style riff. So I have the demo here. So let me just start tracking the actual riff and bring this sucker to life. First, I'm going to tune up. I'm going to be tuning to the pick attack, so I'm just going to go really consistent on the string. So I'm going to take this in sections because, again, it is a very produced sound for more like loosely played bands. Like if I was making like a knocked loose, like how to write like a knocked loose video or something, I wouldn't really put this much effort into tracking guitars, but I want this to be pretty precise. I'm going to take it note by note. Bad Omens, Bring Me the Horizon, a lot of these bands are going back to the basics with the higher tunings. Bring Me the Horizon has been utilizing like drop C. Bad Omens on some of their new stuff with like the poppy stuff, the van track, that's in drop C, I think, or like drop B or something. But regardless, I mean, I think that's really cool because you're taking it up as opposed to most bands are taking it down. So trying to create that separation. You want to try to be different than everybody else, right? So right away, I'm going to program just the open notes of this bass just so I can make sure that we're in tune. Because going back to why I am tuning with the pick attack is because this guitar is not necessarily set up for drop A. I like these tunings, like I said, because it's such a high tuning. It's so easy to hear when the guitars are tightly tracked. I love that. Now I'm just going to keep the bass programmed as we go, so I'm just making good pace. So now we got that first half of it tracked. On the second half, I want it to incline. On the first half, I'm going to have it decline. We're going to go to the 1 right here. Yeah, that's cool. Right here, we'll do some sort of like chug. Cool, just a little bit, and we'll probably affect that out later, or it might not even stay, I don't know. All right, so now what we're going to do is I am going to highlight all of this, hit X, and that is going to fade these together, just so they sound a little bit more real. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to open Splice, and we're going to look for a snare sample, because I want to make the snare a little thicker for this track. I want to go a little bit more, I guess you would say Kane Churko. I want to go a little bit more in this moment with like the snare, just to make it fatter. I like how some of the Bad Omens stuff has that vibe on their latest record. And I'm going to fast forward this because I'm just going to preview a million. Hey, so we just brought in our Splice snare sample. It's just a EDM snare. I'm going to solo it so you can hear what it sounds like. So it's just a one-shot like EDM, but it's going to make it a little bit fatter here. Fuck yeah. So we have our main riff, and now we have something to build on. I feel like I use this plugin in a lot of my videos. Alright, cool. That sounds pretty wicked. So this is cool, but it might be a little too much. I do like how it's like there's so much reverb going on and delay that it serves as a pad and not just like a lead on the riff. You know what? I'm going to commit. I'm going to roll with it. I'm a big committer with stuff like this. I hate overthinking it, but I am going to look for some sort of like siren, like a whatever that might be. I don't know the terminology for some of these EDM samples. Okay, that could be. You know, I might have just gotten lucky here. Might have a little something. Let's see. Let's see if this is in 44 or 41, or 48 or 44. All right, cool, it's in 44. Okay, so this is a tricky one because look how they rendered the file. Now I got to make sure that I can, like, when I bring this down to the right tempo, it gets tricky because, like, you know what I mean? Like, is this correct right here? Could be. Okay. And I'm doing that Bad Omens shit there, so let's see if it's... I mean, it might work better where those chugs... I'm going to delete these for a second. Hold on. Maybe, like... See? Not quite on time. It's a very tricky game we play with this. Potentially. So we're going to open up some reverb really quick. I think for this specific sample, we're going to open up Manny reverb. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just, you know, that modern flash that these metalcore bands do. Might turn up a little bit. Maybe compress it. right, that's pretty sick. So instead of that massive reverb plugin eating up my CPU, I'm gonna print it and then re-link it to the master. This is a band that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've been getting a shit ton of requests to do a Bad Omens video. It's just, the stuff's not easy. It's really not. And I mean, I do this for a living, so I'm 7 days a week writing songs for clients. And it gets a little difficult, to come down here and create YouTube videos when I'm literally doing this. I'm under NDA and contracts and can't really film. So it's tough, especially with a band like Bad Omens, who's so unique and talented. And in trying to recreate this stuff is like, sometimes it's very difficult. Let me see what this has to offer really quick. That's not the vibe. We're looking for a bass line. Found it. First, we're going to kill all the nonsense going on here on the... Yeah, there we go. So I don't know what this sounds like, but I'm looking for, let's see. No, that's not what we're looking for. I'm actually just going to program one really quick. So I got this one. This is a solid bass one on Arcade. All right, so we got our verse 1 bass programmed here. Let's listen to it. So this is A to F. So next we're going to put a pad over top of that, but that's what we want. We don't want a lot. We just want atmosphere and sexy. Cool, so we have a good starting point here. So now I'm going to experiment with some drums. I don't know if this is going to make the cut, this piano, but what we're going to do in the meantime is I'm going to render it and just keep it here for the time being. And if I find something better later, if I decide to create something, I'll do that. But right now, I think it fits the bill. So keep in mind, whenever I'm writing these, when I'm doing these videos on how to sound like X band, a lot of the times, I guess all the time, I'm really also trying to create like things I would want to hear as well. I'm going to cut and add some compression. This 808 has a lot of low end. Yeah, we might look for like a clap, honestly, just to keep it a little bit more Bad Omens. I'll show you how to get that big bring me sound. So we're just gonna open up this reverb here, and it's gonna do something like this. Alright, so that sounds cool. So with stuff like this, you can really get away with doing whatever you want during the sound designing process. I mean, it's really whatever you want to do. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. So we're going to go. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Too much. Yeah, see, it doesn't need to be crazy. So we're gonna try to find something. Let's try these. See, a lot of this shit is just, could be like a little too much. So I'm gonna bring that in there. I'm gonna double this. And then we're going to try to extend this file and make sure it doesn't fuck it up. And then we're going to cut some serious low end out of this thing. Actually, I like just what that beginning was. That was cool. Yeah, just this part was really good. And now we just continue to honestly detail it. And we'll eventually build it up more, but it's still super basic right now. Yeah, we're just gonna use it as a synth like that. Alright, fuck yeah. Now I'm gonna look for a ride bell. Yeah, I'm going to layer this because I feel like Bad Omens uses a ride bell, like a lot. So it'd be like... Definitely gonna come down. Now we just gotta find another one. Yeah, I don't want to use the ride in particular on the drums that I'm using because I'm already crashing, and I think I'd need it to just sound like there's a ride going on. There we go. Now I might add like some sort of like saturation here. I'm gonna start building up. I'm gonna start building it up here. So let's see what we can come up with. Could just kind of like effect it out almost. And I'm going to move this up here with the drums that I have decapitated. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to bounce these together. Grab all this, scoot it over this way. So now I'm going to track these clean guitars. We're going to go like this. So there we go. So we're throwing those clean, pretty texture guitars in there to give it just character. Not going to be too loud in the mix. We just want something that's going to create some sort of vibe. Okay, I have enough here to where I need to start building a chorus. Okay, so just program these drums, and I'm gonna kind of just jam something along with this real quick. See what the hell this is. This might be cool with a ping pong delay on it too. So then we go to the 5. So we're going to open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8. Back to the 5. Yeah, this is right. This is where it needs to be. So I'm thinking in the second half of this course, I need some sort of lead going on. First, I'm going to pull some mids out of those drums right there. I'm going to actually align these claps. There we go. With that snare. And then I'm going to link that to the master. So you hear how it's like slightly off with that snare hit. That's how it needs to be right there. Just like that. So we just printed those drums because we had a reverb plugin that eats up CPU that was on that. So really quick, dialing it back to the main riff, I want there to be some sort of like synth or something cool going on in this main riff right here. Yeah, I definitely want there to be something cool going on right there. Also, I'm going to remove those hi-hats out of the way during the siren when it stops. I don't want any distractions there. So I'm probably just going to look for some sort of like keys here. Like more of a piano feel. As long as it doesn't start blending. Yeah, I think that's probably better. I think that one should be higher. Perfect. Now let's hear that. The idea is to really hear it from coming out of the chorus. So we're going to start out on the C. You just see what this sounds like. think that'll work. So pretty basic melody, but I want to see if this makes sense going back into the main riff. All right, there we go. So the trick is here, let's copy and paste this, bring it down an octave, and I'm going to slightly remove this so it's not perfect to the grid, so these create a much wider effect. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to print this one. So now that we got that there, we're going to get rid of this. So choose violin. Now I want to create something with, so something in conjunction. So I'm going to unmute these. So I'm going to get rid of that main one there. This sounds like, again, same thing. Throw this one down an octave. Actually, we'll take it up an octave. Move it over. There we go. See what this sounds like. Turn them both down a little bit though. So maybe we want to do a thing where it sounds like it's like, hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. You know what I mean? So as if like the violin is being like bowed, whatever that sounds like. Yeah, something like this maybe. Yeah. See what this sounds like. Maybe it could come up a little bit. Can't really tell with this violin. See right there, something's colliding. Ooh, there it was. So I'm just going to copy and paste this one. Yeah, just like that, just so it doesn't. I'm going to turn that guitar down right there and remove that bass. You know, with doing this, I'm trying to blend a lot of different elements of Bad Omens. So, like, obviously, like, the pretty stuff, the heavy stuff, you name it. I just want to kind of touch on it all. I don't particularly like this pad. It's too, like, organ. I might cut out these notes so the siren can have its thing. So this little piece really quick, the transition piece right here. So that, I think I want to automate that to be even louder right here. So I think my fader is pretty much already at 0. So I'm gonna do a little limiting trick here. Yeah, I just want that to kind of X-nay right there. Something like that. That's actually even a little too loud, so it's very tricky. Like, I like doing stuff like this manually because my OCD feels like I have control over it. So All right, so that was attempt number 1. I don't like it. So we're gonna go attempt number 2. We're gonna try it one more time. Don't want it to be as crazy. Okay, go right there with it. Okay, so if you don't see what I'm doing here, I am bringing down the threshold to make it louder, essentially. Just on that last part of that transition, so it gives it a little bit more like flowing into, you know what I mean? And then I've already got a riser right here. I don't want to overdo it. Like, that's really all I'm looking for. We're at verse 2, and I'm just going to copy and paste this and just expand on it. So I'll do this guy right here. Just copy and paste all this stuff. Do a little pause coming out of that chorus. So I'm just going to layer what I have with the kick drum. No. Alright, so now, let me just see what this sounds like lo-fi'd. Don't particularly like that. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to shorten this, copy and paste it because I like where everything is at, and I'm just going to first... I'm just going to I'm going to do these hi-hats. So I'm going to lo-fi that and turn that sample rate all the way up so it's tight. And then I'm going to print that. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want full control over everything here. Kick, snare, everything they end up using, because I'm going to make them sound a little bit different. Like, I don't want the lo-fi on the kick. I don't want it to sound like 8-bit by any means. And then I obviously want to be able to control the volume. Cool. All right, so now we're going to look for the snare. So originally... So yeah, you could probably just do it like that. So we'll probably do every other one, just so there's a variety. So we'll go. So I'm gonna experiment with some clean guitars right here, just to see if I can create something a little bit more dynamic. Like, I don't necessarily want to just continue on this road of the ambience, and that's kind of it. Alright, so bear with me. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, just a little bit more busier like that, you know. But it's like, but still like leave enough room for vocals. All right, so we're gonna attempt this here. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got that for now. I'm gonna leave that for now, and then the next part I'm gonna pick up a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to my original tone here. I'm gonna leave that clean there for now, and then we're gonna go. So now I want to go strictly hi-hats with this next part. So cool. So we're going to bring that loop back to the chorus just to make sure that it flows really well before we commit. All right, so this is something. Let's see how this goes. And something else we want to do right there before we get into that next verse, we want to bring in that swell right there to stop it. But we don't want the swell, so we want to cut it before it, you know, gives the climax. So just right here. So now we're going to look for an underlining synth. So just like something to kind of create that industrial Bad Omens sexiness, which I'm a fan of. Love it. So we're going to look here and just look for, oh, I've never used this pack. I just got it recently. Cybertones. We're just going to go through here and see what sounds good. Take the rotary off. That's really, oh, Jesus, look at that EQ. Okay, get rid of that. Turn the volume up. Easiest way to see what works here is just what the main note is of the key, which is going to be A. And we're going to go just like this. That's it. This is all I'm looking for right now. So I'm just going to go through here. And I'm going to go through the presets until I find something This is kind of the vibe I'm looking for. I'm not going to lie to you. That is one of the first times I've used Serum and been very successful with it, to where I actually felt like I got something out of it. Don't really use Serum too much. I want to. I've been like really wanting to. And I just might have found my new thing. See what I mean? It just brings a level of sexiness when you can add like the right post-production there. And then we hit that 9. So those opens don't sound as tight. So I'm going to try to track a couple more. There it is. Let's try this. Yeah, we don't want bass here, so I don't know why this is. Yeah, let's do this. So now we need to figure out how to take this sustain down on Serum. Looking for the right note here. Cool. We're gonna print that, and then we're just. I think it would be smart to end this with like a cool, like Bad Omens style breakdown. It's like a dun 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 dun. I'm gonna put those ride ticks on there. We'll do that on the second half. Like right here. So just like this. Let's see if this fits the mold. There we go. Boom, there it is. So it'd be... So we're gonna go down here, A0. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you like about this video. If it helped you, cool. If not, thanks for stopping by anyway. Be sure to sign up on my website, dustybowls.com, for my newsletter. Follow me on Instagram at Dustin Ryan Bowles. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something. If not, no worries. Have a good day, guys. See you next time.